Hello, hello. How's it going, everyone?
Howdy.
Today we'll be playing with something different, pun intended. We haven't had anything to really film this week. We've been just working, trying to keep the business alive during COVID. It's been a pain in the bum. We haven't had money to spend on our cars this week.
No.
Everything that we're getting to now is sort of starting to cost a bit more, not just cheap little things. Next steps will be like cams and bigger things like that. And Jake's got his springs coming.
Gonna do a gearbox. It's gonna cost a lot of money.
One of our awesome followers is sending in a set of LS Lunati valve springs for Jake's car.
Mad guy.
Bloody awesome bloke. He contacted us on YouTube and says he wants to see Jake's gearbox destroy itself. So we're gonna
blow it up.
Yeah. We're gonna do what he asked us to do, and we're gonna kill Jake's gearbox.
I feel like it's a fair compromise for a set of valve springs.
Yeah. The other thing we will be doing is we'll be pushing it because they're 130-pound springs, and as you know, we like pushing the limits, so we'll be doing 130-pound springs on stock timing chain and stock timing gears, so we'll see how that works out. We got spare heads. Worst case scenario, we bend valves. We can sort that stuff out, so.
Got plenty of valves too.
Yeah, got heaps of valves. So yeah, awesome bloke sending those in. Big thanks to him. His name's Daniel. He's one of the subscribers and bloody legend of a bloke. And yeah, we're gonna chuck them in Jake's car when they arrive. They're coming from New South Wales, so we're not sure with all the postage and crap that's going on.
Shit.
So yeah, and then we're gonna have fun with that. But for now, we're sort of nothing really else we can do. I'm sure there is. If there is that you know of, some easy we can do without costing too much money at the moment for our money pits, let us know. If you've got some ideas, let us know. We'll try and see what we can work out. But for now,
The car is in dire needs of an LSD.
yes, Jake's been single pegging everywhere, and this LSD should help him out a bit. We've had it sitting on the bench for a while. You probably would have seen it in the background of videos. But we're gonna chuck him in. We're gonna do a little test and see if we can shim it up a little bit. It is pretty tight. We'll chuck it in the vise and we'll show how much pressure it takes, or you have to apply to get it to slip beforehand, and then we'll put a little shim in there, and then we'll try it again. If it makes no difference, we'll just pull the shim out. If it does make a difference,
We'll probably stick another one in.
yeah. And then we're gonna slap that in his car today, and if we have time, we might slap one in my car, because mine's already got an LSD.
It's very sad.
But it's sad. It's scary. It has its mind of its own.
This would be scarier than an open diff.
Yeah, because it acts like an LSD. It quacks like an LSD.
But it spins like an open diff.
Yeah, it's a weirdo. So yeah, that's his center, and then we'll go out and we'll have a look at my diff center.
From the candy.
So yeah, this is out of the VYSS Turbo Ute, the red one. She's seen better days.
Had 411s.
It could be said, it could be argued that it was in better condition when I got it. It did buy it fully, yeah, it was brand new when I bought it. But 600 horsepower and 4th gear clutch dumps behind an LS Turbo is what ends up happening. So
This is no good.
not sure if you can see down here, but that's
Teeth.
the pinion and the crown teeth sitting in the bottom of the diff housing. Yeah, we had a good time on that diff. We were good friends for a while there.
Not that long actually.
No, I think it was like 2 months took to do that. But yeah, she was 411s. Probably won't see it there, but if you can. Cool. So we tripped that out. I've had it sitting out here in the weather because it sort of annoyed me when it happened after all the money that I'd spent on it. It was like $1,200 worth of diff and it munched itself. It wasn't my fault. So when it's not my fault, it tends to annoy me. No, it was my fault. And oh yeah, sorry about the wind noise, guys. It's a bit windy. Not sure if it's coming through the camera. So I've had it sitting out in the weather. Wasn't sure it was any good. Wasn't planning on doing anything with it. But now Jake's getting LSD. Figured we got nothing to film, so we may as well do something different. That was petty, that one. But yeah, so let's chuck some LSDs in the cars. Get them. It's not for skidding necessarily, not to be idiots.
More of a safety thing.
Yeah, one, safety, and two, help put power down.
Keep the car predictable.
Yeah. Not that mine sort of, in a straight line, mine tends to just light both of them, like two wheels up. But I don't want to one day have it just light one up and then say hello to a parked car.
Or a tree.
That's Jake. Jake does trees. Not that I do parked cars, I do brick walls. But yeah, so we'll go inside again and we'll mod this, test this little diff, mod it, get out of the wind. And lucky the patrol saved it. Yeah, let's go inside. Also, this is a customer's car. Good friend of ours. Done a little bit of work on it. Put a new stainless tip on it.
Blasty pipe.
Yeah, big blast pipe. Got it running again. He's had it sitting around for years. So we thought we'd liven him up, get him back on the road. Fresh rego. Got some goodies underneath the bonnet. But yeah, that's what we've been doing this week. Other than that, let's test this out. Alright, so Jake's gonna grab the axle, hold him in there, and grab the better grip. What do we got here? Let's see how much tension it takes to slip it. It's not too much. It's more than an LSD, but still slips, as you can see. So we're going to open him up and chuck this spacer in there, or washer, preload spring, preload washer, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll see how much tighter it is. I'll hold that.
Diffy.
What are they? 11 mil
Yes.
They come good. Voila!
Springy.
Yeah, it's the little clutch packy thingy. Springies. Yeah. And then
That's where the shim goes.
that is one of the oil shims, I think. So let's chuck another one in there and see how we go. How big do we want, Jake? Really big? Okay.
Interesting looking one. It's like a spiral.
Should we go
Spirally.
Should we go 1 or 2? 2, okay. Where made the cup fall out? Was that just like sucks there?
Yeah.
Suction cup to it. Wonder how that centers itself. Scary, isn't it? Interesting. Now, we're not professionals, guys. We just assumed we've got plenty of Commodore parts. Anything goes wrong, we'll put more in. Alright, let's try again.
Nice. Yeah. Yo, missed the freaking axle in that. Good.
Oh my gosh!
That's a lot tighter.
That works.
I think we just locked diff.
That works really well. Okay. May take one washer out.
Yes.
So, 2 washers, too tight. Let's go back to 1 washer. Alright, so like we said, guys, we are not diff specialists, we're mechanics. We may or may not have put that in upside down. We just worked out when we... So...
And we may or may not have broke it by putting it in upside down.
Did we break it?
Yes.
No, it's fine. It's just a little crack. Alright, so yeah. This goes in that way, so it can center itself. Now you know why I questioned how it centers itself. So put those washers back in. They're back in. Oh, not back in spot. We'll put them back in, reassemble it again the correct way, and see what that's like. I thought it was a bit hard.
So if you ever want to lock your diff, just put this in backwards.
We've got it reassembled now. Apparently there's a few different ways you can reassemble it. We worked that one out the hard way, but like we said, we're not diff specialists. So we've got it assembled properly this time. That's all nice and neat and flush and like butted back together like it was. Everything's good. Everything lined back up. So now let's test it and see what Jake's in for.
See how tight she is.
I'm hoping for real tight. Not sure what Jake's hoping for. I want it tight enough so when Jake goes around the corner in the rain, it locks up.
In the dry even.
Yeah. Oh, did I say rain? I meant in the dry.
Remember, we have powerful Commodores now.
Oh
my god!
I might switch hands here.
Yeah. Alright, still slips. That's good enough for me.
Yep. Well, considering it takes my body weight to turn it now,
Nice.
should be good.
You can't get in trouble for a locker because it's still LSD.
Yeah, we'll have to get a little LSD tag and say, no mate, it's just shimmed, eh? Alright, that's that done. Now we've got to, you've seen my one out there. Probably do the same to that one, I guess. Even though that, I never used to have trouble with that, so.
Well, we could probably even pull yours out, see if it's LSD, and then just
Shim my one.
shimmy that.
Oh yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's do that. So, you got the rigs in here on the hoist, ready to get done. Old Sam, his beautiful exhaust, and Jake's beast. All in here, ready to get done. Jake's dipped mint now, as we tested just before. I'm contemplating whether I just shim my one that's in my car, shim it up. It's probably going to be easier if I just pull it out, shim it, slap it back in.
And friggin'
See how loose it is.
clutch packs look like.
It'll be good to compare how loose mine is compared to that one.
That one on the bench, yeah.
Yeah, because my one, see if it does it. We already did spin it, and oh yeah, look. Oh, why is it doing that now? Ready? And then,
Singles for days.
and then once it breaks, it just slips. Which is why sometimes it will spin. Most of the time it spins doubles, but
If it gets that one little bit of extra weight on one wheel, it's enough to
yeah.
crack it.
As you can see, obviously these are getting changed too. Where is the? Oh yeah. So she's rubbing through here, and then this one, miles of tread. Look, not even down to the markers yet. Heaps of tread on it.
All of the threads.
So, gonna rip this out now. Jake's gonna do. You doing yours? Gonna piss right around with yours. He was
I'll start.
contemplating doing an intake, but I don't think he's doing that now. Get a nice big 4-inch dose pipe in there.
It's gonna be a tight band. I don't think we'll fit one.
No, yeah, that's why you need the donuts.
Yeah.
Alright, and chuck it on a time-lapsey lapse, and you can watch me go.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. Can you see forever we will go?
Silver Sam's dip is out on the ground. Time to split it apart like we did with Jake's earlier and shimmer up. We'll see what it's like on the inside. Make sure the, I don't know, the couplings or whatever they're called, the viscous couplings are all good, not torn apart. And then yeah, we'll chuck some shims in there, same as Jake's, and slap it back in and make sure the backlash is set correctly. And chuck it all back together. Jake's in the background doing his, as you'll see on the other GoPro. He's drained his oil, he's dropped the diff down, axles are out. Whereabouts are you? Dropping the hat off now. Yeah, getting it done. 2 diffs one day. It's a different sort of
Again? I think you need a different pun.
It's different. Alright, let's keep trucking. Yours? Trying to think of a pun. What about I don't care about your opinion. She's all shimmed up, ready to go back in. So I'm going to stick you on the tripod and we can do some time lapsing. Might give this a bit of a clean out actually. She's a bit filthy. So I don't think she's been serviced in a long time. But it doesn't matter. It will have its day. See how we go. Putting it back together, setting the lash. All that sort of fun stuff. Sorry we couldn't bring you any good entertainment this week, guys. This is about as all we could come up with. We need some more input from you guys in what to do next. Sort of lost at the moment, aren't we? Like stray dogs.
Yeah, a little bit. Lost and broke.
So we're just trying to do bit by bit as we think of it, come along. Got a little list of things that we need to do in the future, but at the moment this one isn't bad. You guys might friggin' get the inspiration to do your diffs. Get some tight LSDs. We don't like lockers around here. Not much of a locker fan, unless it's a track car, and of course locker, but for a street car, it's not worth it. It's
Has an LSD badge and we've turned it into a locker.
yeah. Yeah, it's not worth the hassle with the policeman and tyres, all the other crap that comes along with it. If you want a family member to drive your car, you got to tell them, then they're scared. It's just not worth it. Anyway, that's enough blabbering. Let's get back into it.
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise. Tear all the worries out of my mind about who I'm supposed to be. I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away. They were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are. Don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars. You'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Maybe my compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes it don't last that long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are. Don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars. You'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life you'll be dancing. forget who you are. Don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet
Alright.
So we're all done.
We are.
Jake's done his. I've done mine. Silver Sam, pretty sure after putting the shims in, now has a lock diff. It doesn't break whatsoever, and by break we mean like Jake. Yeah, it's not an LSD anymore. It's just a diff.
It's very LSD. It's very limited on the amount that it slips.
Yeah, so go test him out in a minute.
Legally.
Jake, yeah, of course. And Jake's is pretty good, but it's obviously been pulled apart for a while. Haven't got any oil in there yet into the clutch pack itself. So hopefully it gets a bit tighter, because at the moment it's a little bit loose.
Yes, hopefully it gets tighter, because I really don't want to have to pull it back out again, because it's
But
pain in the butt.
He only had an open wheel before, so anything's an upgrade from there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So we go have a look at his.
Don't mind my gearbox crying.
We'll go this way then. Yeah, Jake still spins, but you can hear it's got like a little dry whine. I reckon it'll get better. But she's been sitting around for a while. Should be alright. I'm sure it'll kick doubles. It kicked doubles with an open, so it should kick doubles with an LSD.
Power.
So we'll go for a test drive in a minute and test them out.
Let's go for a quick test run.
Make sure she's all good. A mate of ours is kind enough to lend us his driveway, so we'll be able to go do a good little test, make sure she's all good.
It's definitely tight.
It's definitely skipping. So I think it may be braking just a tiny bit. By braking I mean like not completely locked.
Perfect.
As long as it's tight, but not overly tight where it's just locked all the time, that'd be great.
Busy old driveway.
Yeah, he's got a few toys lying around.
She's very LSD.
Nice. Perfect. Bloody perfect.
Slips enough so you can corner without friggin' getting arrested. Grips enough so that it spins doublies.
Yeah, mate's got a good property. He's got a bit of money behind him.
A lot. A lot of money.
See how good the handbrake is, I guess.
There's a lot of pups. Says we should check if the engine's still there.
Hello? The motor must still be there, it's right. Not sure what boost we're running, hopefully we got that on video. Well, hope you enjoyed the video guys. Are we going for a run in your car, Jack?
Maybe.
Or we'll just test it on the way home and
Yeah.
give them an update. Beauty.
Let's do that.
Cheers for watching today guys.
Yeah. we had fun. Hopefully you guys had some fun. And yeah, just remember, Jesse's got something else to say.
Yeah. It was a boring one. We're trying to come up with new ways to film some things, but at the moment there's not much we can do. COVID, everything's quiet at the moment anyway, so hopefully we get back into a good rhythm, guys, and we can bring you some more cool stuff to watch.
Yeah. Should be good, hopefully.
Back to Jake.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, just remember, keep it straight.